I quit. I quit. I quit. Because I just heard y'all tell me y'all can't hear me. I just see. When I say look, so that means when I edit this back, I'll cut out the first 10 minutes. Oh, Lord Jesus. This is the crazy part. Thank you to Sylvia who just DM'd me and said, that y'all can't hear me. Because, honey, I was just talking. Lord Jesus. What I was saying, this is the funny part. What I was saying, while I did not see, I have a process. And usually, I cut my mic on once the waiting room music is done and the intro is playing. But because my mind was all mixed and combined with getting off work late, running into traffic, walking in the house at 9:05. I don't have no graphics together. I'm going to be sharing everything from, my share screen. So I was literally venting about not being prepared and feeling crazy about not being prepared and saying to y'all, I'm happy y'all here, even though I'm not prepared. Lord Jesus. See, this is why, girl, y'all don't. The Capricorn and me, y'all, the Capricorn. I also was telling somebody happy birthday. I got me a dailies. So once that unthaw, hopefully that'll make me feel better. But what I am happy about is even though y'all could not hear me, and thank you for trying to tell me, again, when I come in, because there'd be a lot of comments, sometimes I don't see them until I scroll down, and y'all say I'll be slowly scrolling to say hi to people. Bitch, okay, we here, but it's just it's hilarious to me. I'm up here like, oh, y'all gonna slowly, say hi to everybody, and I'm just talking. You see my dresses from yesterday and today that I have not hung up in the closet room. Oh God, honey, look. Oh, y'all look. I just. I'm happy that y'all stayed here because y'all could have left. Like this bitch we ain't got no sound. We can't hear her. I just get girl. I was literally venting about how crazy of a day it's been and trying to get girl. I need my daddy to unthaw. Anyway, I don't have no graphics because it was a long day. Okay, so I'm gonna be sharing stuff from my IG. I'm gonna be sharing stuff from the Jasmine brand website and whatnot. And I was saying it wasn't much to discuss today, but I wanted to have a full conversation about the Sukihana stuff because it's a lot to digest and I have some opinions. That's what I was trying to say. Honey, I'm like, girl, y'all don't know how much of a stickler I am for, my stuff to be a certain way. And was a whole, and I was talking, getting my thoughts and feelings out about my day, and had no idea, none. That if I would have just scrolled down, I would have seen all the comments saying no sound. Okay, I didn't see none of that shit. None of it. None of it. Did not know. So for those of y'all who don't know, this is the second time that happened to me. I did Bell Collective one day last week and forgot to cut the mic on because I'm like, I'm not gonna do no live. I'm gonna do a premiere. Did it live anyway and never hit the button. And I'm like, play as fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for being around here and telling me, girl, shut up talking and cut the music on. I mean, not the music. Cut your voice on because we can't hear you. Okay? It's not allowed. It's not allowed without some kind of foolishness. But this is what I get. I should have pushed my live to 9:30. But I hate making y'all wait. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know when I have a live at 9, I do come on at 9:10. But that's to give y'all time to get here. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't walk in the house until 9:05. So I could not get on. So I put it back 9:15. I should have put it back 9:30 to give me time to just to decompress. And my ass forgot, but we here. Okay? Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord. I don't know what to do. Anyway, y'all. But dear God. Dear God, we are here together, okay, to have a conversation, okay? So, a lot but a little was going on in McDonald's today. And I feel like the world is McDonald's now because it's a big ghetto out here in this world. And all this stuff is going on, and I don't know why, okay? I thank y'all for loving it here. I'm like, no sound. No sound. Lord Jesus, I can't. I'm still mortified. I am mortified. Okay. Well, when the live is over, I can cut it out and be like, "Hey, y'all," skip ahead to the whatever time that I thought y'all can hear me. But I'm like, Lord Jesus, I can't. So let's get into but how everybody is here. Oh, so y'all didn't, honey. I said, y'all know, subscribe, like, comment, share, all that stuff. Y'all know the regular rigmarole. But let's get into it. So let's get into my save stuff. Now we're gonna be skipping around my save stuff because I don't know what some of it is, and y'all know the ending will be the whole Sukihana and them. Okay. So no, that be the bad part because people who will come on will be like, why is it no sound? And then they won't watch. You know what I'm saying? So, it's hump day. It's a whole hump day. And now it was a hump. We had to get over together. But thank God I started scrolling and seeing, at least the first no sound. And then it was like, bitch, I quit. I quit. I can't. I cannot. I cannot. Why y'all want me to leave it in? Why y'all being messy? I guess seeing me talk is funny. Because I was talking to y'all just couldn't hear me. You couldn't hear me, okay? And that sucks because who wants to not be heard? I want to be heard all the time, but sometimes ain't no sound. Let's get to we've wasted enough time. We are 18 minutes in, and it's a lot of shit going on. There's a whole lot of shit going on. Or should I start with the Jasmine brand? Maybe. No, I'm still with this stuff. Lord, I just cannot. Y'all put all kind of mics on the screen, and I was like, I ain't see none of it. You know what I'm saying? They'll fast forward. We knew because I was like, no. And when I realized it, I really was like, oh my God. You know? Oh my God. Okay, maybe I'll leave it in. I'll just put a note. I'll put a pin comment that say, the first 10 minutes, see if you can hear me. Because it was a key. That's how Bishop Robbie lives. And thank God he ain't been, talking that much. You know what I'm saying? We happy about that because it can, because he's a bunch of the bull of the shit. So what I want to get into first. Y'all know I'm trying to leave. See, I was just saving stuff. Okay, let's do Kim and Kroy. Okay, let's do that. Okay, this is gonna be a free for all live because again, I'm just not together. Oh Lord. Okay, Kim and Kroy. So I feel like every day, is Kim trying to get her own reality show? Is Kim and Kroy, who is having money issues, is they around here trying to convince us that they are divorcing and it's messy, and that is why Andy and them need to give them a show? Because every day I feel like they round here fussing. Every day it's a new allegation. Every day it's a new cop call. Every day it's a new something about Kim and Kroy. And a part of me feel like they try to force Bravo to put Kim in our faces. And I want to say this, and I'm going to say this deep in my heart. I feel it deep down in my chest. I don't ever in life want to see Kim back on Little Housewives. I don't care. Give her her own white ass show with her white ass kids. I don't care. I just feel like Kim is not a black person's friend. Kim is not an ally to anybody of color. Kim would never be around here trying to stand up for, support anybody who happens to be black. And my point in that is Housewives of Atlanta is a black show. And while I also like some of the white shows, I used to watch OC. I'm going to watch and review Beverly Hills. So I like the white people. However, Kim, Zolciak, chain smoking, gambling, dirty wig, dirty feet, sweetie self don't ever need to be back on the Housewives of Atlanta as a cast member or as a friend of. I am aware that Sheree, who's also dusty and dingy and needs some attention, brought in Kim, Lisa Wu, and Deshaun Snow because Sheree ain't got shit else going on because her and my children broke up or whatever with them together. So I am fully aware of the foolishness that Sheree is trying to put on us and deal with Kim in our faces. We don't want it. We don't want it. Kim had her own show for 18,000 years after she left Housewives or whatever, and she didn't save her money. That's on her. Leave her be. Get her out my face. Okay? But every time I see some new headline about Kim and or Kroy, I feel like it is a scheme set up by Kim, Zolciak, chain smoking, dirty wig wearing self. And yes, her wigs are dirty because it smell like smoke. And if your wig smell like smoke, it's dirty. And I said what I said. I don't like Kim. The reason I don't like Kim, because Kim was cool the first season or two on there. Once Kim felt like she was a white woman close to black people, she tried to take advantage. And I don't like that. Okay. In the last season that she was on there, when she made it seem as if you let all those black women attack me. I said, oh, now you're a white woman. Oh. Now you want Andy to protect me from the black women. And now you want the world to look at you as, oh my God, me and my husband is going through all this stuff. I need to be back on TV. No, you don't. You and your 18 children can stay in whatever hovel y'all are from, or y'all gonna move to. Take Kroy with you. I don't want Kroy on my televisions either. Kim can be on any show except the Housewives of Atlanta and Married to Medicine. Hell, I don't care. Put her ass on Bell Collective. Send her ass down to Alabama. Send her down there. Do not put her in my face on Housewives of Atlanta. You don't even go here. Get out of my face. Okay, the point, because I went all off script. Kroy is being sued by BMW, and they want to repossess, take back ownership of a missing Rolls Royce. I'm sorry, the Rolls Royce, because of missed payments. And this is my thing. Kim and Kroy live in the lap of luxury. Okay, a big ass mansion. I got cars and all this, and I'm this, and I'm that, and I'm this. Kim had bukus of surgeries. Okay, Kim looked like an AI. Kim has done everything possible that could get her all the money she should need in life. I don't need her in my face no more. And I'm like, where was the money going? Because my thing is this. Kim has always had a gambling problem. Kroy married her knowing she had a gambling problem. Now, did Kroy maybe marry her because she was pregnant? I don't know. My point is, what did y'all do with all the money to the point to where not only is y'all house in foreclosure, you're missing payments for a car? Why did y'all get a BMW or Rolls Royce or whatever car that was when your white ass wife is around here being a white woman in America and spending all the money you making? So if Kroy got to go to jail, we won't go to jail. But, according to TMZ, you know what I'm saying, he's being sued because he missed lease payments of a Rolls Royce. And my thing is this. No one should be leasing a Rolls Royce. I've never in my life seen a Rolls Royce commercial. You lease cars that you see on TV on commercial. You lease Impalas. You can lease some Mitsubishis. You can lease a Suzuki. I don't care. You can lease a fucking Volvo. Okay, lease a Dodge Neon if you need to. Who around here? Why you leasing a Rolls Royce? You want to know why? Because you can't afford it. I am a firm believer in you should lease a reasonable car that's within your means. You can lease an Expedition. You can lease a regular car. Well, your car note is maybe a couple hundred. I don't know, whatever. But I feel like anybody who's leasing a luxury vehicle, you out here trying to put on for folks because you can't afford shit. Anybody who has a Rolls Royce, it should be paid for. It should be paid for. Because if you're missing payments, you can't afford the shit. But Kroy out here and Kim out here leasing shit. And this is the thing. Okay? They missing lease payments on a Rolls Royce. The news site obtained documents that said the ex-NFL linebacker hasn't paid diddly squat in months to the BMW Financial Services to lease the company's 2020 Rolls Royce Cullinan. Now, first of all, that's the same car that Bishop Robbery got. We know he can't afford it. Look, we don't know. We don't know where the money came from that Bishop Robbery used to get his Cullinan. But the fact that Bishop Robbery has a Rolls Royce Cullinan and so does them, and theirs is basically being repossessed, I'm like, bitch, what? Okay, it's a BMW claims Kroy was supposed to fuck over $5,297.64 each month for 36 months, paying a total of $190,715.04. If your house, this is why your house being foreclosed on. Because you around here spending $190,000 on a car when your house not paid off. Some people, there are cities in the world you can buy a house for $190,000. I'm sure you can move to Alabama and get you a nice little duplex, little 2-3 bedroom house for $190K. Y'all up there in Atlanta renting everything and not paying nothing. The BMW ain't been paid on. The house is in foreclosure. Kim's on her wigs. The divorce is coming around here. Where the money going? Because if Kim is spending so much money that the house is in foreclosure and the car is about to be repossessed, well, that's a problem. And I would have divorced my person way before we got to stuff being repossessed and houses being foreclosed on. So stupidity is on full a full round their house. You round here posing for pictures in a car that ain't yours. Just stupid. And I feel like if they car note was $5,200, what is Bishop Robbery car note? And they probably hiding it somewhere because they can't get, they can't pay for it. So they not here ducking and dodging. Girl, somebody get Kim and Kroy the fuck off my TV. I do not want to see them not near time on Atlanta. I don't want to see Kim or Kroy not at the fuck all. Okay. They playing the 911 call, from Big Lex, who, was beaten up by Jocelyn and Melissa and Ballistic. And it's a simple, I'm not gonna play it because TMZ, TMZ has the rights and TMZ always flagging me for shit. However, it's just her saying, hey, they beat me up real bad. I don't need no ambulance. I need the cops. I want to press charges. That was what y'all just said. Then how, they jumped her. She didn't say much at all besides that. We talked yesterday about how Jocelyn was not in jail for beating up Lex before another altercation that happened later that night, but at that arena. Lex should 100% sue that lady. First of all, when they would have asked me, do I need the ambulance? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I would have said, I absolutely do. I absolutely do. I thought I had the girl, because the girl who was fighting, I thought she had said something too, but I can't find it, so it is what it is. But because the girl, the white girl who Jocelyn swung on, who threw the drink on her, she said she did not even know that it was, two women. She thought Melissa was a man, and that's why she ran. You know what I'm saying? And I said, well, ma'am, Melissa's a woman. Okay, but I get how it can be confusing. But I mean, Jocelyn go to jail sometime. Big Lex just sue her, sue Zeus, sue security, sue anybody who had anything to do with the fight. Get all the footage. Okay? And with all the footage, make sure to say, hey, they fought me. I don't want to fight them. I want all the monies. And that's all you can do. Other than that, it's going to be some bullet shit. Anita Baker clapping back at Tank for defending Babyface. I really want the AARP of R&B to stop beefing or whatever. I really want someone to tell Anita Baker, stop. Now, yesterday, somebody also commented and said, I said it earlier, While I was on mute, I was saying how somebody had said earlier on a post somewhere, why do I have to like the video if I don't like it? And I'm like, man, what? Well, anyway, somebody else then said about me saying how Anita should not be concerned with all the commenters coming for her. They said, but you had this one off on one troll. Can you imagine all the stuff? I said, look, I didn't say it with my mouth. I said, I'm not saying people coming at you will not affect you. What I was saying was Anita is consistently responding to everybody who says anything to her, not realizing that's what trolls want, and that don't have anything to do with babyface. So my thing wasn't, hey, she shouldn't care. My thing was, you can't think these people really are babyface fans, so ignore them because they on some bullshit. Now, I feel like, let me scroll and see. Because he said, oh, don't be concerned. It's a bad thing. Don't be around here blaming Babyface. He's a great man, blah, 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 blah. So Tank basically stood up for Babyface, okay? And Anita said, let me get back to my Twitter. Let me get back on Twitter. And, she said, please ask him to simply go onto his social media platform and ask his fans the following. Please disengage any and all threats, harassment of Anita Baker and Tank. You could also ask them to stop, but you have to keep my pain topical to advertise your tiny death performance. I was like, okay. Again, I don't know why Tank spoke out. However, to me, she's taking everything to heart. And I want her to just focus on fucking people. That don't matter. Because once you keep replying on social media to everyone who says something, or because if I replied to every comment I saw that did not agree with me, who did not like me, who was coming at me, I would look crazy. I reply to some people sometimes if I see it in the moment, but I don't respond to all the bullshit that I see. And she seemingly be responding to everybody. I don't want her to stop. Okay, I want her to quit, to leave it be, because in my opinion, fuck Tank. We don't care. Cause Tank can get it too. Now, I was gonna show y'all some fashion because I really loved Tracy Ellis's Ross. I'm gonna call it a Flintstone dress, but I love it. I feel like this would be, Fred Flintstone in 2023 if he happened to be a woman, because it reminded me of Fred Flintstone, not of anything else. Wait, y'all, the battery on my trackpad is low. Thank God for chargers. Anyway, so I liked the outfit. It was cute to me. Okay, she round here, Fred Flintstone in it, because y'all can't tell me that don't remind y'all of Fred Flintstone. It reminded me of Fred Flintstone, but it's real cute and it's real chic. I like it. Okay, now there was another outfit she had on that I liked. Where is it? It's down here somewhere. Okay, this one. Okay, because she down here looking cute in her little red heels. Now I don't know what she doing, where she at. Okay, I think she's in New York. It's a cute little onesie. Cute shoes. Okay, it's fashion. But get off the floor. Tracy, get up. Off the floor. Get off the floor. Now, I was going to play all those, but I did not have time to do that. Nick Cannon. Round here being an asshole. Okay, I feel like we thought Nick Cannon was like fun and funny. Well, Nick Cannon is more of a fuckboy. Nick Cannon is almost out here trying to get attention. So y'all know you got that podcast that come on AMP. And he, Vivica Fox recently was on I think the Sherry Shepherd show. And Sherry Shepherd was talking about, 50 Cent, Vivica. I don't know. I have no idea why anybody be bringing up 50 Cent and Vivica. They broke up like 10 years ago, for one. It was a messy breakup for two. He, I believe, has been with the girl. What's the girl name he with? He was somebody, I think the girl named after animal. I don't know. But he has a girlfriend who he's been with for years. So it's weird to me when anybody keep trying to put them in a relationship. I'm like, no. But when Sherry asked her about, 50 Cent, blah, 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 she said, you know what? Well, if Ben and Jen can, get back together, something maybe I would think about, rekindling or whatever. So Nick Cannon was on his podcast. Okay, it's Nick Cannon. It is that white lady right there, the black lady right there, and also her right there. Okay, the short hair black woman is his baby mama. It's the one who has the twins and then the new baby girl. And she's one, I think she's baby mama number maybe 4 or 5. I think either 4 or 5. I don't remember. Okay, so on the show, they're discussing Vivica saying she would rekindle things with 50 Cent, what I'm saying, if whatever was to go on. And I was like, when he said, well, why would she want to do that? He's fat. Him, 15 years ago, but that fat nigga, well, I'm like, not that fat nigga. And I'm like, and my only issue was, you're saying that while 2 plump women are there. So if nobody should want 50 because he's fat, what does that say about the women who are sitting in the room with you? Or the ones watching you who may also be fat? So I was like, why do you care enough to say Vivica should not date 50 fat now? And who wants him? He's fat. And I'm like, but there's 2 plump people there. Like, it's a plump black lady, it's a plump white lady. And my thing be, you can't be sitting with me and we doing some show and the fat jokes start coming. Cause I'm like, bitch, I'm fat. So if you cause y'all know me, I don't like to crack jokes on people's looks unless they've had surgery. So I'm like, Nick Cannon is corny. He's corny. He's actually corny. It's crazy. He's corny. So when 50 Cent was, I'm sorry, not 50 Cent, Luke Fox was like, yo, let me correct myself. Yo, Nick, I'd rather be with 50 any day than your community dick ass. Now go somewhere and pay your child support. Clout chaser. Because I feel like Nick be saying stuff for attention. Nick be saying stuff to get on the blogs, because he wants people to watch his stuff. And nobody really be watching them. Like Nick Cannon, I don't watch Wild 'N Out no more. I think Wild 'N Out may be one of his popular shows. Him and Kevin Hart have a whole prank show that don't nobody, really be watching. And I just feel like the same way no one is gonna say, well, who wants to date so and so? They ain't got no legs. If someone in the room don't have no legs. No one gonna say, well, who wants to date a woman with really short hair who's down there bald? If someone in the room is down there bald. So for me, I feel like you're cracking jokes about somebody else thinking it's funny, but how do you know what you said did not hurt the feelings of people in the room? Or this other, it could be Rick Ross fat ass, Khaled fat ass, Cedric the Entertainer fat. It's so many fat people who is fatter than Rick Ross. Fatter than Rick Ross, who's bigger than 50. So I'm like, Nick is just corny, and I guess I did not realize it until I said, oh, he's corny. He's corny, and that's on him. Be corny, okay? And that's Angela. As Vivica said, go pay child support for all them children, okay? Because there's a whole bunch of them. Now, I want to see what else I can do. Let's get into Summer Walker and them. So this all happened right now, whatever. Y'all know Summer is dating, Lil Meech from BMF. Well, some girl posted this, a girl named Anita, posted this in the BMF chain. Now, first of all, I don't know why Meech consistently lets females he deal with wear his chain. That's stupid. Your chain is so noticeable that anyone seen with it gonna be tied back to you. Now, also, I don't know if other people besides him have a huge diamond BMF chain, because BMF is it's a conglomerate. Okay, it's a lot of people. So I also feel like, old girl who know Meech is with Summer Walker, to post this to me means you messy. He messy too, but she messy as well. And the only one who gets affected in this is really Summer Walker. So Summer then went and posted, text between her. She DM'd the girl. Okay, DM the girl, I guess, when it was first posted, and said, hey, how y'all know one another? How you know my man? How you know him? Okay, and homegirl was like, "Oh, hey, love. First off, I'm a huge supporter. Me and him, don't know each other at all. My apologies if you feel disrespected. I can take the video down if you like. I'm not that type of woman." And Summer said, "You don't have to take them down, but if y'all don't know each other, how you end up with a shame?" Oh, it was such a random night, but I ran into security and just asked to try it on. Meech and I, let me scroll over. Meech and I didn't have a conversation on God. On God, we talk. Not you lying on Jesus. Not you lying on Jesus. Someone said, "Oh, so you just happened to get in their car with it on, no conversation?" I had no conversation with Meech. I know. I'm saying, so how you get in the car with no conversation? She said, I spoke with security and I was in the car with security. And him or just security? She said, only security. Okay. However, the chick then shared a DM between her and Meech. And they said, okay, I can do that. Can you make a post clarifying that's not me in the club? I'd appreciate it. And then he said back, I'm gonna say that you're friends because I don't want them doing no extra shit. I'll cash if you're making a post. Please do it as soon as possible. I think at one point he called her ugly. So she then showed this DM saying, I'm not ugly, first of all. And second, the security desk got no action. Cut it out. Third, let's not play dumb. When you call someone on FaceTime, who did you take upstairs to the Ritz? I might see she chasing. She chasing. Because why you lying? You lied on God. Okay, you lied on God. You lying on Jesus? Oh, our Lord and Savior? Over me. First of all, let's call a thing a thing. Meech not gonna be no huge actor out here. That man gonna be his daddy forever. So, to me, Summer is the only innocent one here. But to me, when you know a girl, I'm sorry, when you know a dude has a girl and they have a public relationship, if you fucking him slyly on the stick time, when you try to out him, you make yourself look grimy too, because you mess around with somebody who got a girlfriend. Now, Meech ain't shit, but she ain't either, because you lied to God, you lied to us. What the fuck? Okay, so I mean, and it was all these different little posts showing the conversation between them. And this is where it seemingly looked like Meech posted. I'm assuming to the girl, because we can't see who it was from, but she posted it. How he said, "Stop posting, cat. That bitch ain't." think that something. That ugly ass girl ain't my girl. My bodyguard let his girl put my chain on, and I fired his ass same day. So he's saying that I'm not with her. Well, this is I don't know who to believe. I don't know who to believe because I think it's two things. If Meech is saying I'm not with that girl, my security who had my chain let whoever had a chain and they took a video in it. You know what I'm saying? Ugly ass girl. And the girl also said, well, security let me do it. Like his story matters, her story, but somebody lying. I'm just like, is he lying or is she lying? We know she lied because she told Summer Walker, "On God, I ain't talked to him." But then showed this other one where allegedly, they talk. It's confusing. All I know is if you have somebody and you with somebody and they get caught out here on this bullshit, leave it be. Okay, leave it be. Because to me, Anita looked more guilty than Meech. Only because she posted it in the first place knowing it would get attention. I don't see security allowing his girlfriend to wear a diamond chain like that and post. See, that's the thing, Ariel. I wonder. This is the thing. I don't think he will be dumb enough to let somebody wear his chain on social media because he's with Summer. Now, because he can't be that stupid. Either way it goes, somebody let that girl put the chain on and she secretly recorded herself real quick in the chain. I don't think anybody allowed her to record herself on. I think she quick. That's why it's a quick little couple seconds video. Okay. I don't want to like that shit. See if I can find the video. It's a quick video. Is it here? It's a quick video. I think because she wasn't supposed to be recording. And if you just wearing it, having a good time with whoever, well, then keep recording. But the fact that she lied to Summer in the beginning means she lied, period. The question is he lying too? Summer had 3 kids and 3 right grandpa. Or when she got with him, I'm like, she just had twins. She just had twins. So I felt like it was a quick move on or whatever. But it's messy. It's messy. He messy and the girl is messy. Again, the only innocent person here is Summer. And either old girl line and or Meech line. But somebody let that girl put that chain on. She then quickly secretly made a recording. And now it's all being exposed. I'm like, it's messy. You hear me? It's messy. But I want y'all to take one little second and like the video. Liking is the thing to do. Okay, we're gonna say congratulations and confetti, okay, to SZA and Lizzo, who have been announced as the headliners for the Made in America Festival for 2023. Okay, it will be September 2nd and the 3rd. It'll be in Philly. It will have SZA and Lizzo again. They are the headliners. Okay, now Miguel Thames, Metro Boomin, Ice Spice, Quilla Ray, Lotto, Lil Yachty. Is it Lil Yachty or Lil Yachty? I don't know. Dolce, Lola Brooke, Coco Jones, Paris, Texas. I don't know where it is. Tia Corian, and other folks I can't pronounce. Okay, but congrats to Lizzo and SZA for being the headliners. Made in America is a big festival every year, so you know what I'm saying. Kudos, you know, two amazing artists. Okay, come around here being amazing artists. Okay, I want to get into Nene. Nene was on her. Y'all know Nene. It was rumored that Nene and Naomi, the dude she was with, okay, broke up. They broke up. Nene was upset about Bravo, cut her out of the promo thing, and I guess folks have been asking the Neo, have been asking Nene how she felt. So Nene did what she do best. She was real cryptic. Okay, she went on her IG stories and posted this.
Hey, you guys. So I wanted to jump on here for a few minutes. I came home early. I was just sitting looking out the window. And the last few days, I was just trying to focus and think. The last few days, I've gotten lots of emails and text messages and DMs from people asking me to comment on this subject or comment on that subject or that subject. And I kind of don't.
Now, first of all, I like that her face looks regular. Okay, I really be hating when Nene have her makeup done and they contour her nose to make it look so skinny. I feel like it makes it look like an AI. So I like her face looks real, like human. Okay, so you know she said I don't want to comment, but I'm like, you know, you said on Twitter, I see all the stuff, I see it all. Now, between her and Yoni breaking up, I'm like, it's easy to say, you know, I'm single now. I'm going to focus on me. Okay? But Nene with this old cryptic, I'm like, Nene, stop being cryptic. Stop being cryptic.
I am moving into my soft era.
I said soft era.
And my main focus is my happiness.
That's good. You know, Nene, we want you to be happy.
And I'm not the kind of person that holds grudges.
Wait, what? Since when? Since when? I mean, I don't believe you.
You know, like any human, you get mad for a little while, but then after that, you know, I kind of like to let it go and just kind of let God and move on. That's just how I am.
It, Mimi, first, is this a clone? Is this a clone? A clone may not have all the memories of the original body. This may be a clone. Okay, Nene, if you clone, blink 5 times. Okay, but girl, that's not the truth.
As a person in my real life, I just feel like if you hold on to
I feel like she blinked 5 times. I feel like it's a clone. I think it's a clone.
grudges, they hold on to you and to your energy and to those kind of things. So I don't want to hold on to a grudge. I want to move into my soft era.
What is this? I was like a soft era. First of all, I feel like the lawsuit against Bravo was a grudge. It was a grudge. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Even if she had every right to be upset, you held on to it for a little while.
Most of my life, I have taken care of the people in my life,
Okay.
my family, and some friends at times.
Okay.
And I just want to, for once, just be kind of in my soft era. Maybe somebody take care of me.
I mean, you should look, Nene.
I'm not sure. We'll see what happens.
I thought Nene, before look, I guess a soft era is you don't want to be so hard, so tough. I've never heard of people saying my soft girl era. I haven't. I haven't. When I think of a soft girl, you know, I think of being feminine. You know what I'm saying? But Nene's feminine. You know, and her saying she wants to be taken care of versus taking care of other people. I'm like, you know, well, you probably should start that before you got that man who was married. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard for a man to take care of you if he have a wife. I'm just saying. I feel like maybe Nene wanted to have some fun. After Greg passed away, because dealing with somebody who's dying from cancer, like it can be draining. And maybe she was not trying to be like serious with that dude Yoni. And now that it's been like a year, of her and that man dating, she's like, you know what? I want to be in my soft girl. I want to be taken care of. I want some. I thought he was. Because I felt like her and him doing all this traveling here and there. I'm like, that wasn't on his dime. I feel like if all this time you've been around here spending your own money with a married man, because again, he was still legally married. Okay? Still legally married. Now she want to be treated like the white woman she is. Had all those surgeries to look like, girl. The way, Lord Jesus. Okay. But I'm like, you had a chance to do that, but you just stayed with somebody's husband.
Happens. I don't know. I'm just in a different place right now. So I don't want to comment on any of the things that everybody is asking me to comment on. That's just not my focus at the moment.
The focus is to come online and tell y'all I'm not going to tell y'all about the stuff going on in my life. I want to focus on me, but let me tell y'all how I'm not going to tell y'all about whatever else going on. I want to tell y'all what I'm not going to tell y'all.
Yeah, soft era. That's my focus. Soft era. So if any of you want to talk soft era, you can send me an email at booknene@gmail.com.
Not her using this to get booked for an interview. Not her saying, oh, if you want to talk about the soft era, comment and contact me. Girl, you are Nene Leakes. I really need you to know your power. She would have been better off not saying nothing and booking. You can get an interview with Gail. Go get Gail King or Robin Roberts. Hell, go get Donnie Simpson. You know what I'm saying? Go get Tasha K. Like, go talk to somebody go to Kandi, speak on it. Go speak on the on Kandi show. Yeah, I'm saying. All I know is, girl.
Or when you see me out and I'm floating around, just know out there. Okay?
Does it give prop? Does it give soft era prop? Does it give I'm doing this for attention? I want her to just realize who she is and know that she don't need to do any of that. None of it, okay? But if y'all want the Nene is in her soft era, her soft life era, and she don't want nobody messing with her and asking her about stuff unless you're gonna ask her about her soft era. Now I still don't know what that means. I still don't know what that means at all. Okay. Now, speaking of stuff, I might be what? What happened? Lil Boosie Boo. Boosie Badass is in jail. Okay, he's in jail. Now, Boosie was involved in a traffic stop last month. And when he was pulled over, the people found 2 guns in the car. So that is why he was in court earlier today. Okay, when he posted himself going to court in that orange outfit, he was going to court in his own case for some guns found in the car. Now, that case was dismissed. Okay, it was dismissed. However, while being in court for the gun charge, the gun girl, while being in court on the gun charges and those being dismissed, the feds came in and said, "Come with us." I said, "What? What? The fed? Not the sheriffs, not the regular police. When people say these federal It's federal. It's federal. It's federal. I'm like, what you do? What did you do? That's federal. Now, I feel like he wasn't on probation or parole, so it's not as if him getting pulled over and then that stuff will get him, wrapped back up, whatever. I'm like, what the federal folks want what you do, Boosie. Now, the gotcha was after they came and got his ass, the federals came and got him. He was on Twitter, and he put, I want to take this time to apologize to my kids. I'm sorry. And I love y'all forever. I'm like, first of all, is you tweeting from jail? And I said, what did he do? Because it's not as if he hasn't been to jail before. Boosie been in jail a few times. Okay, he ain't new to this. He true to this. I'm like, what did Lil Boosie Boo do to say I have to say sorry to my kids and I love y'all forever? Is you not getting out? Because usually Boosie be real bold and bad. Oh, fuck these people. Fuck these folks. I don't care. So I'm like, hopefully he not wrapped up in no RICO cases. And the fact that nobody seems to know why he was arrested. Nobody. Now, it could be something real simple. Okay? He could be a witness in a federal case. Okay? He could owe some federal money. He could owe some bad taxes. I don't know. But I was like, what did Lil Boosie Boo do that had him go on Twitter and say, I'm sorry to my children, kids. I want to say, I want to apologize. I want to apologize. Because I love y'all for real, And I'm sorry for whatever I did. I got to be in jail. I can't say what it is. But I'm sorry. And I say, but what did you do, Boosie Boo? Also, how is this fool, saying he's sorry? Now, I wonder if right before he got, taken by the people, if he knew it was coming. His lawyers may have told him, hey, you're going here for this gun charge, but them people want you. You know what I'm saying? You know that, right? So they may come get you. So you might want to say sorry to whoever you want to say sorry to right now. But I feel like the tweet came out after it was announced that he had got arrested in court by the feds. And it was and I love y'all forever. But I feel I say this stuff. I always say you have to know you can't be stupid in these streets, because when you play stupid games, you win stupid federal prizes. So I was like, if you are a felon and you're not supposed to be in possession of a gun, don't have no gun. I always say, if you are a person who is in the rap gang or your famous or whatever it is, okay, and you cannot have a gun, you need to have security who is licensed security. So that way you are always protected because you have someone there who is an armed security, and you don't have to have no gun on you. It's federal. Okay? It's federal. And I say, yeah, for him, I want to take this time to apologize to my kids. And I'm like, does he know whatever is going to come out and it's going to look bad? Even if a little bad, it's going to be bad or whatever. So either way it go, Lil Boosie Boo little badass is around here in the federal. It's federal. It's federal. It's federal. And I feel like you just can't. I'm trying to undo stuff. Let me pop this off so I can do this. And y'all won't be like, what is she putting up on the screen? Y'all gonna see me. But when you look, and we keep hearing and seeing celebrities of within whatever in rap and music and TV and film. We keep seeing people who keep getting caught up because they around here wanting to have guns. I'm looking like you don't need you just hire if you can afford to play like you the big boss. That you the biggest boss we've seen thus far. If you can act like a big boss, be a big boss and pay somebody to be with you whenever you go somewhere. You have someone who is literally a armed security person. Because what's the point of you being the famous one who go to jail? You should know you should have somebody around you who goes to jail for you because their job is if somebody run up, they get done up because they're armed security. Anything else, it's just a little bit stupid. Oh, I told y'all I told y'all about the thing of the lady. So the lady who Jocelyn hit, I knew I hit save somewhere. So that white girl who was hit, or whatever race, I don't know what she is, okay, who tossed a drink on Jocelyn. I told her I had to say it, okay? And what she said was, for everyone who keeps asking why I ran, obviously because two grown ass men were following me, trying to jump me while I'm by myself. Blue shirt and white shirt. Blue shirt was Melissa. She's a man. Girl. She's a woman. She's down there 40. Hitting a 23-year-old. So this girl is Jocelyn, who's 36, hit a 23-year-old girl who was just walking past allegedly. Okay, her old ass need to get her life together. She's a hot mess. If it was one-on-one with Jocelyn, I would have defended myself. I'm not about to let two grown men attack me. At the time, I did not know it was a woman coming after me. She looked like a whole man. I would have fought her ass too. They're lucky I couldn't walk in with my pop-out. That's the fire. Okay, because I would have pop out. Okay, but I said, look, had Jocelyn been coming at me, pop out, right in her kneecaps, I would never aim to take someone out of the world. I will for sure pop the kneecaps. You know what I'm saying? If you pop the kneecap, they got to sit down. They can't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But how she said, you know what I'm saying? It would have been a different outcome if I had a file on me or whatever. The bitch could not defend herself. She had her little group doing her dirty work like a weak ass bitch. Even with Big Lex, I had nothing to do with the fight. She wanted to hit me for no reason. Can y'all not tell in the video? I threw the drink after she hit me, and then I threw my cup at her. Then two wannabe Captain Saberholes came to attack me. She couldn't fight her own battles the whole time. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Bitch, go to rehab. I said, not bitch, go to rehab. Jocelyn do need rehab. She does. Okay, anyone who she does. She really, 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 really needs help from the people. Okay, so let's get into Sukihana. Okay, so I think that's what's left. I think I covered everything else. Let me see. We got Boosie Boo out the way. We got DC Nash out the way. Boom. So, Sukihana. There were two different situations with Suki. Okay. I want to address the one with Osiris. His name Osiris? Okay. I think the name okay. So, video. I think it was at a basketball game. And the first clip we saw was it'll be up one day this week. I don't know, either tomorrow, Friday, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna do it. I just haven't done it yet. I haven't even watched the episode yet. The first clip we seen with Sukihana and oh boy was, where is it? You know, we were seeing this, okay, and initially we're seeing that we only seen him walking up, not much conversation, and him disrespectfully trying to kiss her. So I want to play the full clip. Y'all know me, I love a full clip. I love being fully aware to have a better understanding to read whoever needs to be read. Okay. Because sometimes if you only have a short clip of something, a little piece of stuff is missing. Okay, it don't change much, but you have to have a full rounded opinion. So I want to see the whole thing.
You were the right one, nigga.
Oh yeah. All of that shit.
Yeah, you will, baby girl.
Oh
tattoo.
So before the clip of him walking up, kissing her, she up there with Lil Duval at the game, telling him, "I turn your young ass out."
I will turn your ass off.
You were the right one, nigga.
I'll turn your ass out. Now, I also let me make something clear first of all. I want to make this clear, and I want y'all to hear me. I do not want to have to repeat it, okay? Nobody has the right to take the liberty to put their hands on you, to touch you, to take from you. No one has the right to do that. I don't care how short your skirt is. I don't care. People need to always read the room and know you don't have no right to force yourself upon somebody else. That's point blank, period. But there is a however. The however comes in when somebody feel like, oh, she flirting with me, or oh, he flirting with me. People just have to learn. You still have to get consent. But people have to also know not everybody is going to respect your boundaries. Not everybody don't think to not do shit. Some people are stupid. Or some people feel like, well, it's Sukihana. And she around here being Sukihana. Now we've seen her lives. We've seen Sukihana give head on live. We've seen her be a very sexual person in her relationships. We've seen her be a very sexualized artist. We've seen her have interviews where she speaks about sex and whatever. However, none of that means you have the right to, touch me. We know that's a fact. We know that's a fact. No one is arguing that as a fact. The however comes in when it's not as if somebody walked up, turned you around, and kissed you. The gotcha is when anybody flirt with somebody who don't know how to be a regular ass human being. We have to know some people take social cues of flirting as consent. Some people think if she telling me I'm going to turn your young ass out, boy, I'm going to get you. I'm going to suck that. You know what I'm saying? Some people take that as, oh, she wants me to do that. I've had this conversation. I've had this conversation in life with people where me and a person we had to have a grown person conversation about consent. Whereas it's like, and I'm just to be transparent, you know, where we had to have the conversation. He wanted to be sure that if he made a move, he was not overstepping. And I had to make it clear, if I say or do these things for you, that means it's a go. If it is not a go, I would say stop. And once I say stop, your ass should stop. So I am old enough and wise enough and have lived life through enough trauma, good and bad relationships, to understand both sides of that coin. Meaning, as I've said, no one has the right to do anything without your consent. And in the same vein, we have to also get some people take certain things as consent because they think you're giving them consent by being, flirtatious with them. They think you're inviting them to do some shit.
I'm gonna turn your ass off.
You with the right one, nigga.
And you hear the guys laughing but Sukihana is being Sukihana. That's how she is. She is very sexual when she's doing stuff. That don't mean, because I gotta keep repeating shit because y'all be acting dumb. Not y'all, I'm saying some folk, okay? Even Duval, like, man, you got the right one, because they feel like she is, I guess, flirting. And young, is it white? What's his name? The boy. I don't know what his name is. Ma'am, no, I'm not gonna respond to any comment. I want everybody to know I'm ignoring all comments in general. But y'all have to understand two things can be true at the same time. Well, Chit, we'll get the fuck on. Oh, thank you, YK Osiris. Somebody blocked Chip because Chip said my channel was trash, so fuck Chip. Let's get back to the topic. Okay, so.
I will give you all of that shit.
Give you well, baby girl. Kiss the tattoo. I need to kiss the tattoo. I know.
Now, I don't know why he did not just walk away. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why he didn't just keep walking away. Because at first he just rubbed her shoulder and gave her a kiss on the cheek and then walked away.
There's some neck drip right there before.
Oh my God.
But he came back and he should not have.
Oh my.
Oh,
Now, dude was like, oh, because it's like, what the fuck is you doing? Now, this right here is like, sir. And that's my point right there. That's my point. Some people take shit too far because they think you want them to go there and you don't. And everyone, the fact that Duval is oblivious to the whole thing is crazy to me. And I'm like, Lord. Now, she turned away, and my thing is this. Even if he thought the first flirtation was consent to come fuck with her, okay, bad person. But once she turned her head and did not lean into the kiss or whatever, that's your cue to know you're doing too much and say, I'm sorry. Because as soon as he went to kiss her, she turned away from it because she ain't want it. Even if you thought She did at first. Because of the conversation that you mistook for consent. Once you put your hands on her and she turned away, that was your cue to leave. And he wasn't paying no attention. So much so, he did it again. And I said, see, that's where you fucked up. So the fact that we all know it's never okay for anybody to force themselves upon anybody, that's a given. This is an example of just because you think someone's flirting with you don't mean that you have the right to take it further without asking them. And the first time you kissed her, she turned away. The second time was damn sure wrong. Yes, he kissed her again. The second time was worse. Because the second time, I know you clearly seen she was not okay. And he laughed. And everybody like, I think everyone was confused. Everyone was confused. Everyone was confused. I think he knew he fucked up and he kept laughing. Because she didn't reciprocate. The same energy she gave, before, she didn't, like, it wasn't the same thing. And I was like, it's a lesson. One, how people around her are so oblivious to what's going on. And I wonder, because of her persona, people felt, well, one, I think Duval just wasn't paying attention. I don't think he noticed he probably high. And isn't that young? Is it YK Osiris? What's his name? How old is YK Osiris? Let's see. 24. So he isn't a child. However, boys at 24 are stupid. I think boys at 24 is stupid. And that does not mean, how old is Sukihana? Let's see how old is Sukihana. How's for her name, y'all? Girl, what's it? I don't care about how old Bill is. She's 31. Okay, so at 24, now he looked 12. People will. I'm to the point now where I don't even want to look at the comments because I'm like, anybody who was misunderstanding my explanation of the situation, I can't even, go there. However, y'all there who know me, y'all know I ain't for the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But we have to stop making stuff be so one-sided to not explain things so that the next person won't make the same mistake. And I feel like everyone has the same opinion on it being wrong. Everyone had the same opinion that what she experienced was wrong. I don't think anyone, as far as I've seen, blames her or says no one said that. But in the conversation, we can say, I got to put my nose. We can say when people who are not mature enough to understand, to read the room, to understand what isn't funny, to understand where they went wrong. You need to have a conversation, because a conversation would be, she did not do anything to force him to do that to her. She did not do anything wrong. In addition to that, I would tell my goddaughters, my young cousins, the females in my life, also be aware of what you're putting out. Not because it's your fault, but because some people don't know how to act. Sometimes the best way to protect yourself is to be careful. And even because you're being careful, it doesn't make something your fault. If you are a safe driver, you don't speed, you don't turn corners fast, but you end up in a car accident, in a car wreck because somebody hit your car, that don't mean it's your fault. Just because Suki is a sexualized artist who has sexualized conversations, that does not mean anyone coming on to her in any unwanted way that she makes clear, no, doesn't make it her fault. But we need to have a conversation to explain we do have to be careful because some people are stupid and they misread shit, and then you're left uncomfortable. And when people want to have blanket conversations that just says, well, no, all that matters is, he's wrong. Yes, he is wrong. He is wrong. But also saying that we as women, or just people who ever feel like they were accosted in some kind of way, be it a hug, a kiss, a touch, or whatever it is, it's okay to also say that we should just be conscious of what we put out in case somebody is stupid enough to think that innocent flirting is consent to do something to somebody. So 2 things need to be explained at the same time. He dead ass wrong because he was wrong, and I believe y'all say he said sorry. I haven't seen him apologize because I don't follow that man, and I don't know where he did that at all. However, let me see. Was it on Twitter? Let me see. No, because he ain't posted nothing on Twitter since 2022. I don't know. My point is, he was wrong. That's point blank, period. But I want us to also have a conversation. It's on the shade room. Let me go to the shade room. Hold on, y'all. Give me one little second. Okay, boom. Let me share with y'all so we can see what he said per the shade room. Because I ain't read it. I'm going to read it with y'all. We're going to all be in this together. So per the shade room, and they're saying this is what he posted. I don't know where. He said, I want to publicly offer my sincerest apology to Sukihana in an attempt to be playful. I misread the moment and violated Suki's boundaries. I understand the importance of consent, and I am embarrassed by my behavior. I take full responsibility, and I have made multiple attempts to apologize. I have the utmost admiration for Sukihana, and it was never my intention to disrespect her. So I appreciate his apology, because we also can leave room for a person not meaning to offend you, to make you feel uncomfortable, to take away your feeling of comfortableness, to take away you feeling as if you can consented to something that you did not. So we can only hope that he don't do that with nobody else. And we can't be a society that feels like when somebody makes a mistake, if they apologize for it, you know, we know you're horrible forever. If he keep doing it, he is. But if he did something that she said, federal, it's federal, okay, for real. We have to allow people to be told they did something wrong. They acknowledge it, apologize, and this is then, you know, learn to not do it again. Because if Suki never put out, first of all, if the clip never became viral, to where Suki then said that she, you know, was upset all weekend. Let me see if I can find the clip of Sukihana. Person I saved. Because Suki was saying how she felt, you know, upset. How once she deactivated her Twitter. She cut her Twitter off after putting up, "I'm hurt and scared to stand up for myself. I drink to hide that I'm very sensitive. I feel things more than the average person. I stopped drinking yesterday, but today I've been crying all day. I asked God to strengthen me and use me to help others and to order my steps in His Word. I just want to go away for a while." And so she then deactivated her Twitter. So, you know, some people only see things one way. I am a person where I like this. Like, y'all know, like me, I don't like clips. I have to see the full thing because the details are usually in the details. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you only see one thing. You can't have a full, well-rounded conversation. But we cannot be people who consistently feel like a person's apology isn't good enough. It's like once somebody do something, they can't take it back. What we should want people to do is for them to hold themselves accountable and to learn to not do it again. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people do a lot of things in general. And it's a learning lesson for a lot of people. For young men, for young women, because I would never want to advise the young women in my life. Again, I have two grown goddaughters. I have countless little cousins. I would never want to tell them to not be careful. I would never want them to feel like, because in real life, what you do matters, because some people are horrible people. In life, how you act matters because some people don't care. In life, every move you make does have some kind of consequence, good or bad. And if we do not realize that we have to have deeper conversations besides, well, so-and-so shouldn't do that. But a lot of people do things. A lot of people do things that we can't control. Period. We know people who take, who live. I know I'm on camera's name. We know plenty of people who take. And you know what I mean. We know plenty of stories. There are plenty of stories on social media, on the news, that we say that is horrible. I can't believe it. I can't believe this. I can't believe that. and blah, 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 blah. So anybody who wants to make it seem as if, well, people don't do this, so no, people do that. It's a reason they say if you are in a new neighborhood and you don't know where you at, lock your doors just in case. There are a lot of just in case things you do to keep yourself safe. There are a lot of things that we have to endure. When I was younger and it was hanging out in these streets in my younger days, I could go out and party and not worry about being taken, not making it home. I lived a life in my 20s, in my 30s. Okay. These days, it's gotten way worse than it was when I was younger because we are aware that people do stuff. And y'all know what I'm saying it without saying it. We have to get to the point to where it is okay to tell people, be careful. We have to get to a point where we can tell people, hey, make sure that you are not putting out the wrong message to the wrong person. It does not mean if something happens, it was your fault, but there's nothing wrong with saying, be careful. Nothing wrong with it. And even if you're not careful, no one has the right to do anything to you at all. So two things can be true at the same time. And some people don't like recognizing that fact. That someone saying, be careful, does not mean something going wrong is your fault because you weren't careful. That isn't what it means at all. A lot of folks, I was careful in my life. It didn't stop me from being raped. I was a protected child. It did not stop me from getting molested. So I feel like you can be as careful as you want to be, and bad shit can still happen, but you can still be careful and advise folks what not to do to hopefully not be put in a fucked up situation because somebody else took liberties that they had no right to take. So two things can be true at the same time. And they don't have to be saying be careful don't mean something going wrong is your fault. I'm just saying. Now, okay, that was the okay situation. Now, because of that, people then put up the Kandi used to have candy coated nights back in the 2000s. It was online. Candy Coated, it's now called Candy Coated Live. It is literally a sex show. Candy Coated Nights, Candy Coated Live is a show about safe sex, safe sex, safe sex. She says it every time she does it. If you go on the show, you are going to have conversations about sex. If you haven't watched Candy Coated Nights in a long time, if you're not aware of DJ A1, DJ A1 is a typical freaky ass dude who was on a freaky ass show being his freaky ass self. Is he too much sometimes? Hell yeah. But I recognized that is the show. It's the equivalent of Azalea Banks being upset at DC Young Fly for roasting her on a roast show. How y'all upset about sexual conversations happening on a sex talk show? Now, some people saw a little clip, like this much. They saw this much of A1 showing a dick pic to Suki. And then the caption read on the neighborhood talk, oh, DJ A1 shows Sukihana an unsolicited dick pic. Oh, he ain't shit. Kandi ain't shit. I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm like, I don't think, I don't believe it. Let me go watch the whole thing, okay? I watched the whole show. I used to be up to watch Kandi Coded Nights back in the day when they were shooting the show at her tag boutique stuff, her tag boutique show. The first time I met or got to know or saw T.S. Madison was on Kandi Coded Nights back in the day when she went by the website bigdickbitch.com. She don't do it no more. I'm just saying that's how I first got to know Maddie. Okay, that's back when it was Kandi, Nicki Nicole, and DJ A1, and he's always been a very sexual person. It's a sex show. It's sexual conversations. That's the same stuff that me and you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So that's part one. Okay, when they put out just that short clip, making it seem as if DJ A1 showed Sukihana an unsolicited dick pic. Okay, and they then had Kandi laughing. Oh, Kandi laughing! I can't believe Kandi laughing. And see, and people, oh, Kandi, you know, because Phaedra said, I'm like, see, that's that bullshit. Y'all then drug Kandi into it and brought up the Phaedra allegations from back in the season, whatever, off solely because a blog was too lazy to play the full 2-minute clip. And let me show you out. Y'all know me. Look, I am very much so a due diligence ass person. I said a clip that was recently put up from Neighborhood Talk that insinuates that while on Kandi Coded Live, that DJ A1 shows Sukihana an unsolicited pic. Okay. However, if the blog would have played the full less than 2-minute clip, you would see he asked her first, and it was not unsolicited. The blog also had people in the comment section, okay, saying it seemed like Kandi was laughing, which wasn't true. And I said, let's give Sukihana the support she needs without making up a false narrative. Let's be responsible in how we cover such a serious topic and situation. Because it's not, okay? Because my thing be, if you cannot, as a blog, pull up the full clip, because when you post snippets of shit, that's my point in saying, if you post a snippet of something, it changes the full conversation. Because you don't see nothing before, nothing after. You don't see what, you don't even know why he short, because they were talking about dick. That's why. That's what happened, okay? Now, the short clip that was on, where's the thing at? The short clip that they played was just him leaning over, showing her the dick pic. That's it. That was it. Let's watch the full fucking clip.
So let me tell you a little bit about the sexual position of the sex fact. Despite what men may protest, only 15% have a penis longer than 7 inches. Only 3% have a penis more than 8 inches long. What category do you fall in, Big Gip?
Now, as you see, Big Gip, the rapper, he's also there. They didn't bring that up. No, they made it seem as if Sukihana A1 sitting up there and she getting, you know what I'm saying, accosted with a dick pic. Ma'am, did you not hear me say that DJ A1 is a whole bunch a lot of times? I ain't. And sometimes, guess what? I ain't got to that part yet. So sometimes this, hold up. Let me get there. Okay? Okay? Y'all have y'all opinion. I ain't done yet. We still talking. And I said about 5 minutes ago that DJ A1 is a whole lot. I said that up front. But we ain't even watched the clip yet. But okay, again, y'all, sometimes y'all move too fast. Anyway, Kandi first asked Git about his dick. The conversation was about sizes of penises. Because why? This is a sex show. So the point was, hey, dick size. What's y'all dick size? Okay, but let's keep watching.
Oh, all right. I wear size 13. I don't know.
I know that's
ask
right.
them girls.
A1?
But
I don't know. I just want to show Suki my dick pic and let her judge.
Yeah.
I'll judge. She said she'll judge. Okay, can you show that to her?
Just 1 minute, life.
All right,
You said you
let's
were a what?
let her show.
Putting my dick on the camera.
I know that's.
So he was like, I want to show my dick pic. Okay, I'll judge it. So for one, it wasn't unsolicited. They were talking about dicks and dick sizes. And she said she would look and she would judge it. But again, that's the kind of show this is. That's my point. DJ A1, 5 times out of 10, he's always extra. Kandi did say earlier, you've been aggressive, and he calmed the fuck down. However, Sukihana consented to seeing the dick pic. And also, everybody ain't made to be on this kind of show. I would go on this kind of show. My sister would not. Some of y'all would not go on this kind of show. Other people would. Sukihana, who had a song about eating ass. Sukihana, who did a Sukihana went on IG and was sucking her man dick and threw up. She talks about sex. So yes, they brought her on a talk show to talk about sex. The other gotcha is, because there's a couple gotchas. Because I told y'all, the one thing I never want to be is loud and wrong. The one thing I never want to be loud and wrong. It's the reason why I make sure to get full clips. It's the reason why I watch the whole live to be sure I can tell y'all what it was. Sukihana came out, and when she came out, the first thing she said was, I ain't got no panties on. And A1 said, what? And then the freaky shit started. Why? It's a freaky show. Now, is Sukihana walking out with a short skirt on saying I ain't got no panties on mean she to come at her, whatever? No, it is not. However, when you come on a sex talk show that talks freaky about sex, and before she came out, they had, because they first just had Big Gift out there. And then they brought her out. But it's a sex talk show. It's a show. It come on every week, and they discuss. This episode happened 3 months ago. That's the gotcha. This isn't recent. This was 3 months ago. 3 months. Three. Also,
Yeah. I hope their feet ain't dirty. But yeah, brush that baby towel. Because that corn is really fucking me up right now. and they had put me in a size 6. If you was a real man, you could give me a whole bunch of shoes that's in a size 37.
How deep is your throat?
It's as long as your tongue is, so whatever that is.
Long enough to get it done.
Okay, so you say you gonna give me my shoes and stuff.
I'm gonna get the
You
shoes.
ain't even rubbing my toes.
I am rubbing this ragged ass
Yeah,
foot.
then you say you was gonna get crab legs and stuff.
Crab legs.
You fucking lying.
I am gonna get you crab
As
legs.
long as you give me some crab legs, I'll be your friend. I don't play that shit.
Where my damn crab?
Oh, he owe everybody crab. Oh shit.
She done.
Can I get my foot back, please, sir? Baby.
After the live, Sukihana was sitting with A1 talking like regular. So my point in saying people put 20 on 10 as if he accosted her and made her uncomfortable and this and that. And we ain't seen that near video of her and that YK dude. That dude made her feel some kind of way. And she made sure to put herself out away from him. After the freaky deaky live of her saying she in there with no panties on, she up there and I'm not saying nothing besides she's comfortable around there. So he was aggressive. He always is. DJ A1, who sometimes also hosts Kandi Speak on It, people always say he be doing a lot sometimes, and he do. That's why Kandi be saying you being aggressive. All right. And when Kandi do that, that's how he know to kind of fuck down. Because if anyone watched the whole thing, he chilled out. And he then only met Suki's energy. Because after she was there for a minute, she got a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, comfortable. And was like she was her persona. So people try to paint A1 as someone who accosted her, Kandi as somebody who helped her be accosted. And she was also uncomfortable and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, that's not true. If you only watch the short 30-second clip, that the blogs put out, who went and found it from, because again, if you look at the date on the date right here, February 21st, it is June 14th. It is June 14th. And the blog attempted to connect the actual situation of her feeling unsafe and okay, is that boy, I can't think of the boy, okay, YK. They tried to connect the two things and they did not connect, but you would think it did if you only watch what the blog put out. The blog being able to talk, and then other blogs picked up that short part. I then put out the whole thing, and I was like, it ain't the same thing. It isn't. It isn't. It isn't. It isn't. And the reason I'm gonna say,
that's right.
I feel like the part they showed was a bit weird. It's probably because his dick is probably little. Two different situations. And for Kandi show, some folks should not watch it. He did not make any physical advance. He talked a lot of shit. He talked a lot of freaky deaky shit to her the same way she did to other people, you know what I'm saying, in that way. So in this situation with these two, it wasn't the same. And I always say, when y'all come here, you're going to get a full breakdown. I don't do shit quick. I don't pull clips from the blog if I can find the full context to be sure y'all not out here being this loud and wrong. Because for the folks who said it was unsolicited, he just out the blue show her, I'm like, that ain't even true. You loud and wrong. She is uncomfortable. She not uncomfortable at all. She round here let that man rub her feet. because she was chilling. She did not feel like he did not physically touch her in any kind of way. And that's why I always say you cannot only go by short clips that blogs put up. If you see the blog put up a post, just go find the full thing. Y'all do know y'all should know by now. Some blogs will literally, it's called clickbait. It's called clickbait. They will put up some short and make people be pissed. And people will just be pissed about it and be loud and wrong because they only seen the one thing the blog put out. They put out a 30-second clip from an hour and 20-minute show. So when folks come here and I'm talking and y'all be like, but you didn't say, I'm like, I ain't done yet. If you want something quick, leave. I ain't quick ever. You know what I'm saying? I like having full conversations to make sure that when y'all do go somewhere else, y'all can at least say, well, JB told us the full breakdown. It took her 2 hours, but she gave us the full breakdown and then told us where to go to find the full hour and 20-minute whatever video. If you only go by even the blog, even as YouTubers, that's why I hate, like today, I was so physically sick that I did not have my show together because I was busy at work. Luckily, I had already, grabbed my screen grabs for the videos that I, showed y'all. But I don't like showing clips from just the blogs because half the time that shit ain't even true. The same way with Jocelyn and them. Okay, with Jocelyn and them, when they kept showing the girl toss a drink they showed the girl toss a drink at Jocelyn, but did not show Jocelyn hit the girl in the head 2 seconds earlier. See, no, the girl threw a drink on her because she got hit, but the blog will post stuff out of order and not in full context. So yeah, I may be long-winded. I may explain shit too much, but you won't ever have to feel like I'm trying to clickbait you. I'm trying to clickbait y'all. I don't clickbait. I'm grown. I want to have grown conversations. I want y'all to be safe in these streets. I want y'all to have clear understandings and then form your own opinion. Because y'all don't have to agree with me about A1 or whatever. But y'all at least have the full video of both situations. And that's what it is. Okay? And also...
Okay, can you show that to her?
Just 1 minute, life.
I just want to make it because I was talking through it. I'm saying.
It's long.
He asked her.
You fall in big gap?
Well, all right. I wear size 13. I don't know.
I know that's
ask
right.
them girl.
A1?
But
I don't know. I just want to show Suki my dick pic and let her judge.
Yeah.
I want to show her my dick pic and let her judge. The Kandi. And she then said, I'll judge. So it wasn't...
She'll judge. Okay, can you show that to her?
Just 1 minute, life.
All right.
On a sex show, you might see a dick pic. Because you're on a sex show, you might see one. Now, she could have said, no, it's okay. But she agreed.
Hey, let's what?
Putting my dick on the camera?
I know that's right.
So country ass Esther.
Well, I feel like, honestly, 5 inches is a huge dick to me.
First of all, she lied. 5 inches ain't a huge penis. It's not a huge one. But it's good. I can work with that. I'm just saying. But 5 ain't huge.
5 inches?
Yeah, that's big to me.
No, okay.
That's super big. I love that size.
I know my mom used to say she'd rather be tickled than be stabbed. Seriously, because some...
I feel like, because that's the clip they played. They played the clip of him, showing it to her and her face. Her face
I
looked
know my
like
mom used to say she'd rather be tickled than be stabbed. Seriously, because some people got all their dick and they just be damn stabbing the hell out your ass, and it's not really.
It's thick, which means it's short. Her face wasn't an unwanted dick pic. The face was, it ain't even big. It's thick though. But if the dick was good, that's good. That's saying it's thick. It's like saying your baby, that's a nice baby. It's an ugly baby. You know what I'm saying? So, because you know when deucing your dick pic is what it is. So again, when they played again, it was the full clip. They could have showed with less than 2 minutes. They showed y'all
huge dick to me.
20 seconds.
5 inches.
Yeah, that's big to me.
No, okay.
20 seconds. They showed.
That's super big. I love that size.
I know my mom used to say she'd rather be tickled than be stabbed. Seriously, because some people.
The face she made is when somebody show you something and it ain't what you thought. The dick ain't big. The baby ain't cute. The bank account is empty. The house is a crack house. Right. What a precious baby. That baby going to heaven. Wow. Cute little outfit and everything. Her face was because the dick pic didn't give what he thought it would give. Okay. She looked like, don't make me say it's little. I mean, it's thick, but it's short. Like, it ain't long at all. It's thick though. But that's it. You know what I'm saying? She made a face that we women make when a dude show us something and we don't. It was little. He asked her to judge. She judged.
Got all their dick and they just be damn.
Look at him. He looked like, oh damn, it's not what it was. This did not work out in my favor. It ain't what I wanted. It ain't what I wanted. Because he held it there like, bitch, you ain't gonna say nothing? No, it's thick. That's it though. That's it. Look, I fully agree. When Suki first came out and she said, I ain't got no panties on, I think he took that as, oh, okay, she came to play. And A1 went into full A1 times 1,000 mode. And I think Kandi kept laughing, thinking it's Sukihana. That's how she talked. I think once she realized Suki wasn't, she was like, I don't, not right now. She said, you was aggressive. Kandi said, you aggressive. He said, well, she like that shit. She's like, I don't. From the point of her saying, I don't, he slowly started to stop. He slowly okay, I'm doing too much. He calmed down the rest of the interview. He only responded to her and she came at him with some sexy shit or whatever. But Kandi at first would laugh like, oh my God, he's been A1. Because because they have a lot of people on the show who, and he the same way. And usually the folks just kind of play into it because it's supposed to be a fun adult show where no one feels like they're being, accosted, verbally. It's supposed to be a fun conversation. Y'all know how we would have late night adult talk here. And I stopped because I got a comment from, oh, that's a little, and I had time for folks feeling like I made extra. And once Kandi was like, you're aggressive. And she laughed. And he said, man, she's like that shit. And Suki said, not now. Not now. He realized it. He read the room and calmed down. He came out as his full self as he has. Again, he ain't no different on here than he's been with anybody else. Also, Kandi also asked the men questions too. Got the same treatment. I mean, Kandi wasn't as foul mouth. Okay. So I agree. At first he was a lot. And once he realized Sukihana ain't like that, he kept dialing it back and dialing it back. Right. It depends on who on the show. I'm just saying. But her face meant his dick was little.
I'm stabbing the hell out your ass, and it's not really.
It's thick. It's thick.
Always pleasant.
No, but he's supposed to be.
I don't want to see it.
He's supposed to be
So
stroking.
I'm like, it's easy to feel a certain kind of way when you don't see something in full. It's easy to feel some kind of way when you don't let people fully explain what they're talking about. It's easy to feel some kind of way if you feel like, oh, Kandi's sitting there as Sukihana's being uncomfortable. And that wasn't what it was. Because as we see after the show, she was fine. Feet in his lap and all. With no panties on. She was fine. Okay. Also, you know what I'm saying? I don't play the song. But, it was a whole thing.
Nobody asked me to spit in their mouth until I was like 29.
For real.
Yeah, that just happened to me too. But I would let a nigga piss in my face.
You bitch, you.
Spit in my mouth. Piss in my face. Piss in my hair.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, Shawty, I gotta get out the bed. Like, what the fuck going on?
Smack me with a pen.
Jesus. They going to jail.
Bitch, I smack you with the crab bar.
Smack me with a crab bull.
I will.
Well, now with a crab one.
So
Okay,
man.
so wait.
I love it. Oh, and the best shit you ever done for me all year. I know you. That's the scribble call early, courtesy of JayBirds.
So wait.
You got you know what that wig does? Like piss on me. It does. Yeah, that wig says
But
piss
see,
on me.
if he piss on my hair, I want to make sure he get my hair done.
Yeah, no. We got funds. Yeah, allocated.
Okay.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Allocated.
Yeah.
We have funds just for that. Meaning, bitch, I'm gonna piss on you, but baby, I'm going to make sure tomorrow we're going to allocate funds. Meaning, we're going to give you money that's set aside
Who
for
is we
as in I.
Oh, okay.
Yes, come on now. Yeah.
So you gonna get okay?
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
like how you talking
no,
my
yeah.
lingo.
Yeah.
A good time was had by all. Yeah, get what. Just saying. Okay. So my whole point as we end this live, because y'all know I'm 2 hours or less. Okay. The YK dude was 100% wrong. Period. Suki flirting in her fun way did not mean he had the right to try to kiss her. Period. All good vibes and healing energy to Suki on what she went through. Period. Cool that the YK dude fully apologized and accepted accountability for how he made somebody feel. Period. Kandi and A1 didn't do shit to Suki. People who dragging Kandi and A1 is loud and wrong. Cause you see the blog ain't play Suki saying, yeah, piss on my head and get me a new wig. It's a fucking sex show. Anyway, that's it. Okay, this whole day has been crazy. For those of y'all who came in late, the first fucking 10 minutes of my live, I had no sound and I was talking. So if you watching it back, that's why. Okay. I will forever be a blogger, a YouTuber, a person who will never clickbait y'all. So if you come here and we have a good old time for my late night talk show, okay, JayLeesCorner, we're going to discuss shit. It's going to go down, okay? So y'all know every night at 9 o'clock, be around here, okay? We have good conversation, you know what I'm saying? Period. Whether it's 2 of us or 291 of us, okay? Either way, we have a good ass time, okay? Hey, Nay, that's my cousin. Hey, cousin, how you doing? I love you. You know what I'm saying? Okay? So, great time ahead, y'all. I want y'all to be sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel, to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok and stuff. Okay, yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that goodness. I have to figure out a show for tomorrow, but every night at 9 o'clock we come here, we have a conversation. Again, if you don't know nothing else, do not always go by solely what a blog post, because sometimes the shit could be out of context. You hear me? You hear me? Okay. I love you all. Great time to have it all. Great time, y'all. Let me go home. Let me go to bed. Okay. Let me also end this live so I can. Y'all, I don't want to leave the first 10 minutes in there. I think it's gonna be stupid, y'all. It's gonna be crazy. Oh my god! So I may cut it out, y'all. I told me to leave the first 10 minutes in, but my mic was on. My mic was off. And I didn't know. I don't know. Okay, but I love you all. Be safe. Okay, be safe. Be safe. I always say that every night. I say, be safe. You're loved. But I gotta go. Love you all. Bye.